man, sorry for that, guys. We just had to make sure everything was going good. We had a little choppy sound there. But welcome, guys, to the season finale of LA Lifestyle with your host, PvP. We've had a little over 25 guests, but this is the syndicated version that's getting out on our YouTube. So without further ado, let's welcome Adam Cashen here from, well, Boston, Massachusetts, but he's living in Garden Grove, California?
Yeah, currently living in Garden Grove, originally from Hyannis, Massachusetts. So for those who are really familiar with the area, I'm a Cape Codder. So the nearest city is Boston, so I usually use that as like a landmark for the people out here, but for those who are on the East Coast, I'm a Cape Codder. Tried and true. Born and raised. Let's go.
There we go. Yes, sir. So, yes, we have Adam out here for the season finale. And happy Memorial Day weekend, too, to everybody out there. We've had weather's been a little bit, over the place. But, let's brighten it up with a nice, good Sunday conversation like we've been doing, too. And just first and foremost, I want to thank everybody that's been involved with this first season. It's been really fun. It wouldn't be possible, of course, without the amazing Carmelita and Steph over here at KQBH. So shout out to you guys first and foremost. I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you to Mr. OG, Operation Street Kids, Julie, all you guys for giving me this chance to do this and come out here on this platform and be able to express, what we have going on in the underground community. And also, too, we have here my dog, my brother-in-law, Cyanide, out here, who's been here. He had a little hiatus. He had to take care of some physical health problems, but he's here. He's back with us. He caught the rest of the first season. So shout out to my brother-in-law, who's been here doing all the recording and all the other audio stuff and just tinker, just being my tinker. So shout out to him. And last thank you I got to do, Sabi from Hangout Records. Man, we are so blessed and thankful to have him a part of the showcase. Every first Sunday, we were able to come in here for 7 months straight and give you a 5-finger freestyle challenge where we had him on the MPC, Mac and Beats Live. We had Garrick Niffen. We had Mercutio X. We had the Dark Room from the 805. We had Risk. We had Baby Rich. We had 3D Perez. We had Ace Blizzy, Vinny Shoots. We had Bars on Wheels in the house. I mean, the list goes on. We had some of the hardest spitting freestylers in the underground scene here in LA, and it was such an honor and a privilege to be able to do that. So those are my thank yous for season 1. I'm blessed and honored to see where season 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Who do we appreciate? I'm glad to see where it goes, but we're going to have a good night tonight. We're going to end it on a good hip-hop note, because one last announcement I am going to make is all the music side of all this that we've built is going to shift over to Hot 16s. So we have, some moves going on, and we're going to get back on the theme of things. Music's going to go over there. This will be solely a talk show. Back on the Angelino, updating Angelinos, back on our original plot and scheme. So we're kind of going to switch things up here in the next couple weeks. We're going to have a set course with everything. So this is going to be the last hip-hop kind of themed episode of LA Lifestyle for the finale too. So that was kind of like a twist on this. But Adam, thank you for being here. That was my 5-minute ramble to start the show. So, I usually don't do that, but I figured it's only right if I come out and give my thank yous so we can just sit here and enjoy the show. So, Adam, how you doing tonight?
Doing well, man. Thank you for having me on. This is a beautiful beautiful space that you're hosting here tonight.
Thank you. We all of us here appreciate your kind comments. We do our best here to provide a space for artists to come out and showcase. So thank you, man. We appreciate it. We'll dive in here, man. So Boston, Massachusetts, right? Correct?
Yes.
So pretty much as we just covered, out from Boston. So how long have you been out here in good old LA, California, man? What brought you out here?
Man, honestly, what really brought me out is ever since I was a kid, I've always had that cliche, California dream that I think everybody has. If you're not from here, you know what I'm talking about. But I've always chased the weather, the beaches, the palm trees, the vibes, just the overall everything about California. But anyways, they have a much better music scene in California than they do in Boston. The two hubs for hip hop, I would say, in the country. Well, not two. There's more than two, but it's LA, New York.
The best thing I can think about out of the East Coast really is probably, I hate to say it, but Mac Miller and Wiz Khalifa, but that's not even like that. Pittsburgh, it's Pennsylvania, but I mean, there's still I don't know, I can't even say that out of the East Coast, pardon my French, but
Yeah, because you got to think about New York.
New
is-
York. So let's try to reference like Massachusetts.
Yeah, okay, so Massachusetts specifically, there's pretty much nobody. The only artist... Okay, so...
Like, who's like the biggest artist out of
Okay,
Massachusetts?
This is gonna sound kind of funny. I don't know if this is just rumors or what, but there's like local rumors in Boston that Benzino, you know Benzino?
Oh,
yeah, exactly,
man.
exactly.
I guarantee if he hears this, he's gonna come at me in my DMs. Continue though.
Anyways, this is just rumor. I don't got no.
We got
feelings.
no beef. Hey Benzino,
Yeah, no beef.
we got no beef with you, bro.
No
Okay,
beef, no beef. But
we're
this
giving
is
you free airtime right now, bro.
Yeah.
You should be thankful.
this is what people say though. They say that he was like supposed to be the big artist coming out of Boston, and then he dissed Eminem back in the day, and then that apparently like
He's
just
from Boston. I thought he's from New York.
I guess he's from Boston. That's what people say, and they say that he basically like blacklisted Boston hip hop in that time, which I can't, like you said, I can't think of anyone else who's from Mass. Oh, Joyner Lucas. He's probably like the only other like recent
Dude,
person.
I saw Joyner Lucas open up for Hobson.
Damn.
That's the most wild. That's the most wildest show ever.
That
To this
sounds
day,
crazy.
the most craziest hip hop show. It was Joyner Lucas, Jaron Benton, Hobson, Swizz, not
Yeah.
Swizz Beats, Swizz.
I remember Swizz,
I
yeah.
think, man, you can get a Swizz feature for probably like $20 these days.
I remember Swizz, but I like
But-
can't remember exactly. Did he have like a high pitched voice?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
And he was
remember.
like, he was Hobson's like right hand man. Like, I mean,
He had
shout
bars,
out to
though.
the old Funk Volume.
Yeah.
R.I.P. to Funk Volume. I mean,
Yeah.
it's no longer, but no, yeah, Swizzle Beats. Like, he was the one with the weird. Him and Hobson did the contacts. Like, they were some of
Yeah.
the first rappers to have like contacts in their eyes.
Yeah.
And so for you, like, we can even ask, like, is there anything about your rap style that makes you stand out? Kind of maybe how like Hobson and Swizz were when they had their contacts or they had their unorthodox, out of line bars.
I would say for me, I like to just keep my lyricism and hip hop roots consistent with whatever kind of genre or style that I go with.
Mhm.
Like even if I do a pop song, I'm gonna make sure that the verses have some bars in there. You know what I mean? So I would just say that's what kind of makes me. I mean I don't have any physical things about like like contacts or nothing like that, but
No, like I'm not saying it doesn't have to be physical, but is there something that like, something that sets you apart?
that I do everything in house, production, engineering, recording. I do the
And
whole
when did
thing.
you start doing that? When did you have a turning point where you were like, man, I don't like the homies' mixes. He
Nah.
mixes too rough. Or
Nah.
like, my mixes are better. Like what?
So
What was it?
it was way in the beginning when I remember this one kid in my neighborhood. Again, where I grew up, Cape Cod, there was hip hop was not a big thing. So this one kid I knew was recording music, and I was like, I like to write music. Let me hit him up and see if I can go over his house and we could work on music or whatever. And I just remember he like ghosted me and like would never answer me. He was way older than me. I was some little kid like, yo bro, I got bars too. Da, da, da. And then he just like never replied to me, and I was like, you know
bars.
what? I was like, I'm gonna go buy my own microphone. And then I just basically
And I'm
like,
gonna start rapping.
yeah, basically I just started doing that, and I was like, I didn't have anyone that I could even send it to engineer, because I didn't have, like, I was in a small town. There wasn't like, it's not like LA where you can just meet people that
Or you
do-
just meet some kid who's just cracked, who just is like mixing on Fruit Loops or BandLab. And
Yeah.
It's the most fire mixes you ever see.
Yeah,
Because I've seen that before.
yeah.
And
seen
I've
it
even
too.
seen kids mix out of a Honda Accord.
Yeah. Well,
Just plug in and they're like, yeah, if it sounds good here. And it ends up coming out pretty good.
what was your first recording setup? Like back in the
I'm
day?
still using it.
Damn.
You want to hear the story?
I want to hear the
Tap
story.
in, season finale stories. Do. So my first recording setup, and still when I do get to recording in my garage, I have access to a lot of stuff now.
Yeah.
So if I don't have to use it, I don't. But if I'm getting saucy in the garage, damn. Heck yeah, I'm gonna break that out, and I'm gonna get down.
Nice catch.
Yeah, good. 2 catches there. I recorded music for the first time, and I saw how easy it was to just build something. And I was like, I could do that.
Yeah.
And it was like a little phone, thing with stem and a microphone in it. And I was like, oh, okay. And just think, okay, you need walls and then the foam.
Yeah.
I was like, all right. I went and got a milk crate.
Okay.
And this was during the time, remember the milk crate challenge? Milk crate.
Oh.
Everyone was just at their disposal. Like everyone has had like 40 milk crates.
Oh, damn. So this wasn't that long ago.
This was like about 3 years ago when I really started recording music. Because I've always been a freestyle artist ever since I was in high school for probably about almost 15 years now.
Okay.
I'm almost 28 and I started when I was like 13, 14. So I've done a lot of freestyle, but like writing and actually taking this thing seriously, that's like I started with the freestyle, which got me into the writing, going to these open mics, and not having written music to actually get shows. Yeah, I can freestyle, but no one's booking freestylers. No one's going to sit there and watch someone freestyle for 20 minutes. You can go to a college party and watch some kid going off off a bag, just like rap about his life. Like that, you can find that anywhere.
Yeah.
So I have a milk crate, and I'm saying I overpaid for this milk crate because, well, pretty much like traded whatever for it. This is the time where people had a bunch of milk crates, and everyone kept telling me like, you overpaid for that milk crate. So I took a milk crate, I put a piece of plywood on the back of it, and I put these little things where you can I put these 2 bolts in the wall, and it's like universal where you can take the bolts out and put it anywhere, and you hook it, and like you can adjust it to your height. And then I line the inside of the milk crate with like the foam, the sound canceling foam, and then there's the handle. So if you tilt it upright, then you have that piece of plywood. You run the cords up through the handle, and then you put the little cords up in there, and that's that. And everything I've ever done, I've done half of my stuff, my music in my garage, and half in a normal studio.
Damn.
And I've had people say that my mixes on my milk crate are better than when I go out. And I'm like, don't tell me that, because you're giving me way too much confidence and way too much ego. But I still use it. I actually used it last night. I was chilling in the garage, played some Call of Duty, wrote some bars.
So you did a different type of crate digging.
Yeah, I don't dig through vinyl. I dig through my soul.
Heck yeah.
Bars.
My first mic setup was super... This was long ago. This was probably in like 2011. I basically had up in my attic, which if you know anything about East Coast houses with attics...
I've never left California.
Heat rises. Heat rises. So the heat up in the attic, if it's like 80 degrees, the heat up in the attic is going to be like 120.
Okay, well, yeah, that's how it is down here. I mean, same thing, tomato, yeah.
Exactly. So I had this little space.
Science.
I had a space up in my attic where I would basically tack up bed sheets to make like a little booth. And then I had a really crappy PC, and I had a PlayStation Eye. If you ever had the PlayStation Eye, it was a USB mic that I thumbtacked up onto my ceiling.
What year was this?
This was like 2000, like 10 maybe. I don't know. This was a long time ago, but this was my first setup, and it was really hot up in there. So when I would record music, I would be like sweating bullets just up in there, and I would be sometimes risking my life to record a song.
Brain damage.
Literally, yeah, exactly.
Just essentially brain damage.
Scorching.
That's
So the bars were a different type of fire. I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say you probably were like delusional, and then
definitely
while you're sitting there spitting, you're like, yeah, that's some fire, and then you play it back, and you're like, what? Like,
at the time, I didn't feel like that. Now, if I played it back, I probably would be like, yo, this was what was I doing?
Don't worry, we had a guy that showed us what was that one? We had Fat on the show, and he showed us a track about their friend Dylan, and they were trying to when they were like 14. It was like 13 years ago. We had a guest on the show. I was like, yeah, this is my first ever rap, and it was like, whoa.
It's like, why did you pull this out, bro?
Bro, come on now, leave that buried in the vault. But in the vault, let's talk about the vault.
All
we
right.
had a clip last week that we used. What do you think about artists that keep tracks in the vault?
I think every artist keeps tracks in the vault. You know what I mean? Like,
how many tracks you got in the vault?
I mean, a lot, honestly.
What's a lot to you, though?
100, maybe?
100?
Probably. I mean...
Are they finished?
It depends what you mean by the vault. If you mean, songs that are unreleased...
Yeah, songs you got done, that are in the vault, songs in the vault.
So there's, a vetting process for me. So I have, if I really wanted to, I could say I probably have 100 songs, but, again, there's a vetting process.
So you got 10 albums that I haven't even heard yet?
Yeah,
Bro,
of course.
What are you doing?
I got them. That's the thing. Up until... So...
Why aren't you dropping every Friday?
I don't want to drop every Friday.
You're doing a disservice, though.
I'm dropping, but I'm not dropping every Friday. I'm trying to drop.
What is it financial? Is it legal? Is it the other artists aren't on board?
No.
Are you just not that type of fiery artist where you're just like bop 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 bop?
No, I might drop. I'm working on getting a specific schedule, but like right now I'm keeping it at a point where I can drop every month or two, because I want to really focus on the songs that I'm dropping. Because if I wanted to drop every Friday, I could totally do that, but I'm putting my all into these songs and also trying to make content
you're
for the
trying
songs.
to like do your best and then like drop a song so you're not overwhelmed where it's like, I got 4 songs out right now and I need to make 4 different lines of content.
Let him breathe.
Yeah, I'm trying to like let people absorb the music when I drop it, because I feel like, again, I've been making music for a long time, and I used to do that. I used to drop like 3 albums at once, because the artist that I used to look up to was Charles Hamilton. I don't know if you ever listened to him.
Yeah,
Back in the day, he would drop like 5 albums at once. And then I just feel like
E40 was the same way for a little bit, dropping 2-3 albums.
Sometimes less is more with music, in my opinion. And again, once I start, seeing the results that I want, I'm going to continue to drop more and more and more. But honestly, the way that I have things planned, I am not every Friday, but I got a consistent schedule coming up
that's good.
You're going to see.
We like to hear that. We like to hear consistency. We like to hear artists pushing the level of dropping. Because I don't know, I feel like I've heard so many songs, and then like there's people that show me songs, and then like 2 years later, I hear it like, oh, fresh new music. And then I hear it and I'm like, bruh.
Yeah.
Like, that's not hot new music. Like, you've been playing that to me for like a year, So do you think there's a balance though? Like, do you think that it's like an overkill if artists are giving out too much?
Yeah, I do, personally. I mean, it depends on every artist. Like, everybody's got their own thing that they go for, and everybody's got their own like mission, and their fans like different things. But I feel like if somebody's dropping new songs so frequently, sometimes that music can slip through the cracks, and it can't get the appreciation that it really needed, because it was just this one put out, and then the next one might be bigger than the last one, and it's just like, if you just put them out without any
substance,
but without like a plan, it can just kind of,
flutter out.
Yeah,
so with you, did you ever have any point like that where you were releasing too much, and that's why you're kind of on this course of action?
Yeah, exactly. Like, I used to put out so much music to the point where, again, I wouldn't be thinking about the song that I just put out and making content for it, because I'd be like hyper fixated on putting out something new, which, again, if you balance that and if you believe in a song enough and put it out and put work into the content behind the song, I feel like as an artist, it shows more that you care about your art more, rather than just like drop and forget.
Here, same thing as an art, how much we care about the art, and how we transcribe the art, and how we present the art, how we eat the art, how we sell the art, how we be the art. Then we're about to start another rap style with the art. Like everything is art. And that's the thing too, is like, I've always had people that are like, oh, I don't do art because I'm not good at drawing. Like, bro, art is anything. Art is life. Art is subjective. Art is what you make it. Art is your life, bro. Every day you wake up, you're painting a picture and you don't even know it. My name is PvP, painting bigger pictures. That's what I do every day, because I can paint the bigger picture of the scene I see. And if you're not shedding light or shedding a tear, or bringing some form of positive reassurance or emotion, I feel like, what purpose did you do? You don't have to give somebody something. Like, there's so much more to this world in the bigger picture than a lot of people see.
You need one of those soundboards so you can have the like bomb sound like after you say that. Like,
that's what he's for, but make a noise. Oh man, no, we're out here, guys, and if you're just joining us too, just a reminder, we're on KQBH-LP in Los Angeles, California on 101.5 FM, a community service at Boyle Heights Arts Conservatory, broadcasting live on your FM dial and streaming on KQBHLA.com. I'm here tonight with my guest Adam Cashen, who is going to be a performer, mind you, at the Hippie Summerfest coming up this August 3rd at Locals Cafe in downtown LA at 2010 East 7th Street in Los Angeles, California at Locals Cafe. You can get your tickets on Eventbrite, and you can also use code Hippie Summerfest 50 to get yourself 50% off those $20 tickets and only get your tickets for $10. 10 smackaroonies, man. You get a little 2-for-1 going out there. We're going to be out there from 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. out there at Locals Cafe in the Arts District of downtown Los Angeles this summer. Make sure you get your tickets. They're already going pretty quick. We've already got a little batch of them gone in a week. I'm pretty proud of what we have going on, and each event keeps getting, a little bit more motion, a little bit more people coming at us, bigger brands, bigger collectives, bigger artists. And if you're not on board yet, well, now's the time, because we're really about to take flight this summer. And we got Adam going on at 8:40. Got him going on right before me. You're pretty much before me and Garrick. And we got Garrick. Huh?
Penultimate. That's the word for that.
Ultimate?
Penultimate. It's the finale before the finale.
Oh.
Sheesh.
Oh.
New word.
New word in the house. I think I might have to use that in a bar.
New word.
Penultimate.
Whoa.
Yeah, I can do voices.
Penultimate.
Can you use that in a sentence, please, Rob?
What is it?
Penultimate. There you go.
Penultimate.
Penultimate.
That penultimate episode was fire.
I will be the penultimate act. Is that...
There you go.
Boom.
Adam is the penultimate act to me and Garrick Niffen.
For sure.
Taylor Rogers should be the penultimate pitcher.
No.
Not the closer.
No, we're not talking about what I witnessed today. No. Okay, back on the music, guys. We're not talking baseball. I had to watch something very pitiful earlier that we won't discuss. It's okay. Baseball hurts sometimes. I got back into ball this year. I love baseball. I know you don't like too many sports. This guy, you say you like Celtics?
I mean,
what do you think about that comeback last night?
Didn't
By
even
20,
know it
win
happened.
by 3. Didn't even know it happened.
I'm not a sports guy, bro. I'm really not. I don't really pay attention
That
to
shows
sports.
you how focused he is on the music.
Exactly. I don't got time.
He doesn't got time to worry about Jaylen Brown.
Now, I respect sports. I got a lot of friends that love sports, but it's just not been my thing. I've always been I prefer to play them than watch them. Like, when I was a kid, I used to play basketball, baseball a lot. And it was
You were like a little leaguer? Who was your
Man,
favorite?
it's hard to not like sports.
Did you have a favorite baseball player growing up?
Oh, yeah. No, I used
Big
to watch
Poppy.
sports heavy. I used to watch Red Sox, like, around
That's
2004.
right. We had this conversation.
Yeah.
So you're like, we were talking, it was like Jason Varitek, Johnny Damon before the haircut.
Yeah, honestly, I used to like Johnny Damon a lot back in the day, and then I also used to like, Big Poppy. I don't think you can be from Boston and not like Big Poppy, so.
What about Manny Ramirez?
Yeah, he's cool. Yeah, he was a great player. I think I had his jersey.
JD Drew.
Don't recall.
Don't recall.
What
kind of Sox fan are you?
I'm a seasonal Sox fan. No, I'm just kidding.
Seasonal Sox fan.
I got the gear. I wear the gear all the time. I rep it whenever.
What about Nomar Garcia Park?
I remember. Of course.
Good player.
He was a great player, yeah.
Was it shortstop?
I think he was. Shortstop.
Right? Yeah, shortstop. But Brendan Crawford, in my eyes, is still a better shortstop than Nomar Garcia Parra. So.
I don't know.
Yeah, right there.
I tell ya, it's not a hill I want to die on.
Oh, it's okay. We're not gonna die on it.
5
It's
to
just
30.
baseball, I mean, hey, big talks, right? But guys, it's been a pleasure here. We're just diving in. We're gonna have a little intermission here, though. It's the season finale of LA Lifestyle Season 1, and I'm really thankful. Like I always keep saying. The show wouldn't be possible without a handful of people. I got one of them right behind me, my right-hand man. We got Cyanide Shadow in the building. You already know he holds it down for us. And be on the lookout. Be on the lookout. We're going to have Greg here with us for a little bit more time. And that show, guys, trust me, you're going to want to be here for Hippie Summerfest. And we're going to be announcing, too, midsummer. We are going to be announcing another showcase this fall, our fall showcase. So any artists out there that are listening, make sure you tap in with us because we are already working on the next show before the first show happens because we got to keep that ball rolling, baby. Because we had enough people ask us. So, I mean, if they want it, then we're going to give it to them, right?
Hell yeah.
So
He's a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people of the man. Because I'm out here, I got a plan. But guys, let's go. This is the Farmer's Market by Burner. Let's go. Yay!